Thursday, everybody. Today's April 10th. Let's go over the games happened on 9th. A couple big games, especially Luka returning to the Mavericks. The first game is the Philadelphia Sixers beat the Washington Wizards 122-103. We have, this is a tanking season, obviously. They played Bona 32 minutes again, another decent game with 9 rebounds and 2 blocks. But Bona is a guy that we may not see ever again in the NBA. Or playing 30 minutes again. I don't know this guy's profile, but at least on this team. And once EB comes back, you have Yabusele, everybody's out. So that's why he gets the minutes. Quentin Grimes, he's going to be on this team next year, but he's not going to put up this number. 17 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists. These are amazing numbers with 2 steals and a block and hit 3 threes as well. Struggle from the field versus the Wizards, which was surprising. Butler hit three threes. That's good. We need to roster him and Bona and Quentin Grimes. Right, Lonnie Walker, if you need some points and threes, he did exactly that. And the Wizards got blown out despite holding the Sixers to 43% because they shot the ball worse. And surprisingly, they only gave Bob Carrington 26 minutes. If that's going to be the case, we do not need to have him. I know there's only 2 games, but he has been balling until last night because the low minutes. They gave some of the minutes to Jalen Martin, Kobe Jones. You just don't know how many minutes these guys gonna get. But a lot of these names, again, we may not see them for a very long time in the NBA. A.G. Johnson won 1 for 11. That's just rookie things. If you don't care about the field goal, you could still have him if you're trying to win some points, some threes, and some assists. Sarr also struggled from the field, but had a steal and a block. And Justin Champagne with 12 rebounds and 14 points. Pretty good. He's been balling, but you just don't know the minutes. Right? He played 38 minutes here next game. Keyshawn George came back, hit 2 threes. That's fine. Move on to the next one. The Celtics only scored 76 points versus the Magic. Well, you look at the guys they're playing. Yeah, they started resting. So if you have Jason Tatum, if you have Jaylen Brown, you have Porzingis. Right? Finally, it happened. That's okay. If you're still in the league, your season is going on. Unless you get super unlucky, your opponent is probably going through the same thing right now. So, of course, let's check the roster next game. If everybody's out, Peyton Pritchard is the must roster, right? He's going to play 35 minutes. Only 15 points here, but had 10 assists. Sam Hauser, same thing. Whoever they are starting, right? Luke Cornett, like those guys, they played the Magic this game here. If they played something like Wizards, Peyton Pritchard could go for 30 easy. Yeah, let's see what the Celtics starting lineup would be. It looks like the Magic, of course, they're still fighting for, after this win, they have 7th seed pretty much locked up. So we might even see some resting with this team even. Pretty low minutes across the board as well. So I'll be checking the lineups. But if the guys are out next game, just drop them. That means they're probably going to rest. If they have 2 more games, they're probably going to rest all the guys next game as well. Right? Or have them play 20 minutes because they have nothing to play for. They got to be ready for the playoffs. For the next game, this is a big one because this is Luka returning to the Mavericks. You got all emotional, and of course, the Lakers, they need to win out to hold the 3rd seed. They have all the tiebreakers, so it's looking really good for them. How about Luka Doncic? 45 points, 7 threes, crazy good efficiency. Right, Luka hasn't been playing well all year. If he can find his rhythm, I don't know if he's in shape or not, but if he can play at a very high level with LeBron, with Austin Reeves, this squad is going to be very, very. Their ceiling just super high. Offensively, right? For them, it's really about defense. Offensively, they're gonna generate so many good looks for all the other guys. Right, Jackson Hayes at 13 minutes. He never really does anything. But good thing for the Lakers is that they're going to play out. At least they're going to play all their guys next game. Maybe the last game of the season, if they win the next, they have it all locked up because they have the tiebreaker over everybody. For Dallas, they're the 10th seed. They already locked in 10. They don't really have that much incentive to play. AD had a rough one with 13 points, but 11 rebounds and 6 assists. For AD next year, fantasy-wise, he should take on, if he's fully healthy, he should be top 5 easy. So Next year, we come back next year. They're not really going to make any noise in the playoffs anyway. They did something interesting. They started RJ Marshall at the point guard position. 8 assists, 23 points. They decided to go big. That's fine. Clay hit 2 threes. PJ Washington has been playing fairly well. Derek Lively is not somebody that we need to roster with 2 games left. Moving on to the next game. This is all funny season. Charlotte Hornets versus the Raptors, 96-126. They finally rested Miles Bridges even. So they've been giving KJ Simpson a lot of minutes. He had 5 assists and 3 steals, which is good, but that's not really, he's not really doing much with it, with the minutes. 3 steals is fine. Nick Smith Jr. had 10 and 6 threes, yeah. From this game, if next game guys are out, even guys are in, he's been getting good minutes. Despite them only scoring 96 points, he had 28 points. And Yusuf Nurkic, same thing. If Mark Williams is out, right, but we might want to take a look at him. Todd Jane, don't know if I butcher his name. Played 31 minutes. He's not really from this game. It doesn't look like he's trending in the right direction anyway. So it's probably take a look at Nick Smith Jr. Really, everybody else you just don't know. Like Yusuf Nurkic is very up and down as well. Nick Smith Jr. also is very up and down, but next game, if you need points and threes and assists, right, take a look at him. For the Toronto Raptors, well, they played RJ 14 minutes now. This is getting more and more. Beginning of the season, he was playing 37, 38, and then guys started coming back. He started playing 30, and then 25, and then 20. In this game, 15 minutes. Scotty Barnes played 20 minutes as well. This is also a blowout. So, okay, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and blocks, and 17 points for Scotty. Orlando Robinson, if he continues to start, he's somebody that we could stream, and Emmanuel Quickley played 14 minutes as well. Yeah. Emmanuel Quickley is also, I feel like people don't talk about him enough. He's one of the disappointing players this year for sure. Just out for the majority of the season. When he did come back, the team is just punting. Doesn't get any minutes. While the next one is very impressive, win by the Bulls. This is a playoff game for them because they are trying to secure the 9th seed and even possibly pushing up for the 8th seed. They're right now, I don't know who have the tiebreaker, them or the Hawks, but they could be the 8th seed. They have played very well in the last 10 games. And the Miami Heat, obviously, they're trying very hard to win this game as well. Ben Adebayo was out. Tyler Hero had 30 points and 2 threes. That's really good. Kel Ware had 12 points and 7 rebounds. What am I saying? Ben played. This is an important game, so of course he played. 18 points and 2 threes, but not much else. Pretty quiet game overall for Bam. And Wiggins chipped in 14 points. But one thing to point out is he only played 27. They gave 35 minutes to Devin Mitchell, who's continued to play super well. 8 assists, 2 threes, 17 points. We need to have him. 4 steals and block. He just have Spo's trust. It's just playing a lot of minutes and putting up good numbers. For the Bulls, how about Josh Giddey? Played 40 minutes, 16 rebounds and 11 assists with 2 steals and 3 blocks and 3 threes, 28 points. Ooh, this is why people just, in fantasy, we always draft Giddey high, like 5th round or whatever. This is what we get because he does have top 10 upside. When he puts everything together, he could be a top 10 player. Kobe White struggled a little bit. But, again, it's an amazing win by the Bulls. If they can make the 8th seed, that would be amazing. And they only need to beat the Magic, right? They get 2 shots at making the playoffs. And who knows? If you play the Knicks, you can maybe make it a competitive series. Who knows? Celtics and Cavaliers, they're on another tier. But, Vucevic had 20 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists. Also, he been playing really, really well as of late. Moving on to the next one, we have the Portland Trail Blazers and the Utah Jazz, another 2 funny teams, tanking. Even the young guys, they set out, like Danny Advia, who's been playing very well, he set out. Of course, Fernie Simons, Scoot Henderson, concussion protocol, okay. So Benton has been the guy that we could be streaming good minutes. Shannon Sharp had an amazing game, yes, we should have been streaming him as well for points and threes if we needed that. He's very inconsistent, so field goal is something you need to watch out. And Matisse Thybulle. Next game, if he continues to start, if Jeremy Grant, he's out. Yeah, if Danny Advia are both out, he could be the difference, helping win the chip if you're looking for those defensive stats, especially steals. hit 2 threes, played 38 minutes, only 2 steals here. He could get 5, 6 easily next game. Kamara had 2 steals and a block, and Donovan had 9 rebounds and 2 blocks. But they couldn't beat the Jazz because Filipowski. He had 30 points, 18 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. He's another guy. He just contributed in so many different categories. The efficiency is his biggest problem, and he also turned the ball over a lot. But he can give you rebound, he can give you assists, steals, blocks, threes, points, right? All that, everything. He can give you everything. Efficiency is the issue. He's obviously very up and down. But next year, when all the guys come back, he's a rookie. It's gonna be hard to find playing time for him. Keontae George got the start, 18 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists is okay. Keontae, I'm not exactly too high on him. Next year, sure, you could be a guy. He could be a guy that you draft in the last 2 rounds and see how things go. But this year he didn't really improve. He did not really improve. Bryce Ansabar had 22 points. We could stream him if he continues to start. Again, there's only 2 games, so maybe there should be better options on the waiver wire. The next one is the Denver Nuggets and the Kings. Of course, both teams are trying very hard to win, especially Denver. They got the win. They got a new coach, and things are just different this game. Jokic only took 12 shots. It's just different. Still had a triple-double, 20 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists, 4 steals. Still a great line by Jokic, but he's been scoring over 30 points, so only having 20 points here is a little bit weird, and only took 12 shots. Christian Braun had a great game offensively. Aaron Gordon, they really spread the ball around. I guess that's the message. I don't know, 21 points for Michael Porter Jr. Or maybe the role players, they're trying. I don't know. Last couple of games, it seems like Jokic is really the only one out there fighting. And this game, Russell Westbrook only gets 60 minutes. There's a lot of drama with Denver. Obviously, the coach, Mike Malone, got fired. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But one leak is that there are people pissed that he played so much Russell Westbrook. And this game, it's just one game, but Russ only plays 16 minutes. If Mike Malone was coaching, he would have got at least 20, 25. So, yeah. Because you have Jalen Pickett playing fairly well. 18 points, 5 threes, right? Peyton Watson had 5 fouls, but he's also been balling. So, I don't know. Maybe the coaching training is good. For the Kings, Sabonis, well, DeRozan, he really tried. 8 for 26. Horrible game from him. But Zach LaVine had 27 points, 11 assists, and 4 threes. What a game from Zach LaVine. He's been red hot. Sabonis, 13 points, 12 rebounds, and only 2 assists. Pretty rough game. To be honest, if this game, Mike Malone was still coaching, it's probably going to be a super high-scoring game, who knows, 130s. There will be no defense being played. But Denver really turned up their defensive intensity this game. Moving on to the next one, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Well, now the Phoenix Suns, after this loss, they should be mathematically they're out of the playoffs, and they don't even have Shea for OKC. Jalen Williams went off with 33 points. If he's the first option playing some bad teams, yeah, he could do that easily. 33 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals. That's pretty good. Isaiah Joe got the start. Let's see if they play Shea. If they don't play Shea, Isaiah Joe could be a really good stream for threes and points. Same thing with Aaron Wiggins. I probably prefer Aaron Wiggins over Isaiah Joe. Shed Holmgren also had a great game, but no defensive stats, and Caruso had 5 steals. Yeah, he'll be a really good steal streamer if he starts next game. For the Suns, Devin Booker, at some point, you might feel bad for the guy, 20 points and 14 assists. He's really trying. And Bradley Beal had 25 points and 4 threes. Does it matter? It doesn't matter. It does not matter. The rest of Phoenix guys, yeah, drop them all. And there will be 2. They're probably going to rest D Booker. So depending on who he starts. If they start somebody like Tyus Jones, which I doubt, then it's obvious you stream him if you need assists, right? You grab him. So let's see what starting lineup they put up. Could be some value opening up in the last 2 games. The next game is also wild. The Warriors, they are fighting for their playoff seeding, and they really needed this win, obviously. And then after this loss, they're the 7th seed. Then now they need to go through the play-ins if the things end up staying the same, which is wild. Stephon Castle, they're still giving Chris Paul 30 minutes. I'm not sure what the plan is, but they're still giving CP3 30 minutes, but at least, he's not getting that many assists, so, the young guys have the ball in their hands. So Stephon Castle, great, but, with De'Aaron Fox and Wemby come back next year, where is he going to be in the offense? That's a big question. So probably a guy that I might take last round. That's it. I wouldn't invest too high on Stephon Castle because he's been playing well, but a lot of the data points is, without Wemby and without De'Aaron Fox. Harrison Barnes hit the game winner, 6 for 9 from 3. Amazing. Devin Vassell only played 28 minutes. But for the Warriors, yeah, it's a heartbreaker. Steph Curry versus the Spurs defense played well, 30 points and 5 threes. Podziemski did not shoot the ball that well, 7 points, 5 assists, but yeah. The Warriors are in super, they need to win now. They need to win the next 2 games. They need to be top 6, right? That's their goal. So they're gonna play their guy high minutes. So if you got Draymond, you got Jimmy, you got Curry, you got Podziemski, right? It's great news. Those guys are gonna play high minutes. Just sometimes weird things happen. Spurs beat them at Chase Center. The next game, well, the Rockets, they're not really trying. So the Clippers, they're rolling. The Rockets, they kind of locked in with the 2nd seed. So they don't have that much incentive to play. So Jalen Green only played 15 minutes. They give, you can't see, They play Jalen Green maybe just to have the streak going or something. Like you want to have this many games played. So they rested everybody. So this game doesn't really mean much. Their high pick, Shepherd, got 37 minutes. Yeah, the Rockets got a lot of young guys. This guy is the 3rd pick, right? Barely got any playing time this year, which could be good, could be bad. But, you start him every single game. He's a good fantasy player. Hit 6 threes, 20 points. Tyrell Eason, let's monitor next game. If Shepherd is starting, right, threes for sure. He's going to give a bunch of threes and maybe he give you 4 assists here as well. So pretty good. Versus the team that's, obviously trying to win, the Clippers. So that's very impressive. He got 20 points. James Harden, 35 points, absolutely popped off, right? The big 3 from the Clippers, Zubac, oh my God, he had a triple-double. And then you have Kawhi had 22 points, very consistent. So all the guys play very well for the Clippers, and they're absolutely rolling at the moment. And if they, they can get the 4th seed. But Lakers, to be honest, most likely they're going to be the 3rd seed. They just need to win 1 game, and they have all the tiebreakers. So it's going to be, we'll see what happens with Grizzlies and Warriors, but it could be a first-round matchup. Nuggets versus Clippers. That's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.